I wonder how convincingly I could forge her signature on this. One of the things over the past few months that I thought warranted a video, but that I didn't really have time to make a video about, was this special election in South Carolina's 1st Congressional District. Here's a brief primer. Last December, South Carolina Senator Jim DeMint announced that he was going to resign in January to take over as the new head of the Heritage Foundation. South Carolina Governor Nikki Haley appointed Congressman Tim Scott of South Carolina's 1st Congressional District to fill DeMint's vacant Senate seat. And that created a vacancy in the 1st Congressional District, so there was going to have to be a special election to fill that seat. And this race attracted quite a bit of national attention, not least because former South Carolina Governor Mark Sanford, seen here not hiking the Appalachian Trail, decided that this would be a good opportunity for him to mount his political comeback. Sanford had previously represented this district in the House of Representatives before he was elected governor. And his Democratic opponent was this lady, Elizabeth Colbert Busch. She is the sister of, oh gosh, what is that guy's name? Shoot. Well, it's this guy. Now, one of the things that I found amusing about this particular news story was how the left-wingers who were vehemently hoping for a Democratic upset in this race seemed to get all worked up in a frenzy, fueled in part by poll results that turned out to be inaccurate, and also this belief that Mark Sanford is not going to win another election, and they deluded themselves into believing that this woman, Elizabeth Colbert Busch, was going to win. And it's possible that their intense dislike for Mark Sanford also blinded them to the weakness of their own candidate and also the reality that this was a heavily Republican district. But what really motivated me to make this video was something I saw South Carolina Democratic Party Chairman Dick Hartpootlian say on MSNBC.
I think that she's got to do something none of the Republican candidates did in the primary with Mark Sanford, and that is explain who he is, remind them of his history, and compare him to her. She's a businesswoman. She's run a business. He is born the rich son, the son of a rich doctor, grew up on a plantation, has never had a real job, never, other than taking a government check for the last 24 years or so.
Stop right there. First of all, I believe that Elizabeth Colbert Busch's father was also a doctor, but as for that part about Mark Sanford never having a real job, let's take a look at his resume. Okay, so, oh, look at that, it's his birthday today. Now, as you can see, he was, of course, a congressman and the governor of South Carolina, but we already know that Dick Hartpootlian doesn't see those as real jobs. However, he was a businessman. Before he was elected to Congress, he founded a leasing and brokerage company. And also, he was, he is still in the United States Air Force Reserve, having attained the rank of captain. So, to all you veterans out there, let it be known that the former chairman of the South Carolina Democratic Party believes that what you're doing does not count as a real job beyond drawing a government check. That's what he said. Now, in all seriousness, there are significant differences, as Dick Hartpootlian pointed out, between Mark Sanford and Elizabeth Colbert Busch. See, he's the son of a rich doctor, whereas she's the daughter of a rich doctor. She is a businesswoman, whereas he's a businessman. Anyway, what else did he say?
He's never earned a check. She, on the other hand, had businesses. She now is a renowned business leader in the Low Country. So she needs to show that comparison. She has created jobs. He hasn't.
All right, well, now he's just lying. or he doesn't know that what he's saying is false. But if you're using the same standards or the same metric, then there's no way you can honestly say that Elizabeth Colbert Busch created jobs, but Mark Sanford hasn't. Thankfully, in this instance at least, the traditional Democratic campaign tactic of lying to voters did not work.
The Republican took 54% of the vote. For all the talk before Election Day, it really was not very close when all the polls were closed.
So maybe this will teach Democrats a lesson not to lie in their effort to win elections. I'd like you to check out my blog, rightwinggenius.blogspot.com. Please find an article you like and comment on it. Or find an article you don't like and comment on it. And also follow me on Twitter at rightwinggenius. And if you like what you see, then share it with people and subscribe. Well, that's it. Thanks for watching, and until next time, don't mess with the right-wing genius.